dun sa ating electricity? So we're going to discuss yung basic circuits, the the electrical power and electromotive force po. So let's start po yung discussion natin po for today. So let's explain first what is the DC circuit. So a DC circuit is a circuit where electric charge moves only in one direction. So may dalawa tayong klase ng circuit. The first one is the direct current circuit and the alternating current circuit. So ano yung difference between the two? The direct current circuit, uh, the electric charge moves only in one direction, while the alternating current, where current changes direction periodically or continuously. So the DC remains constant. Ano po? So ano yung component when it comes to direct current circuits? So we have here yung ating battery or the energy source of a circuit. And then we have resistors. So the current controllers, so they are the ones that control kung gaano kadami yung electric charges na magfo-flow doon sa ating circuit. And then the other one is the capacitors. So the capacitors is the energy storage. So it prevents doon sa ating mga fluctuation. It helps us para ma-remain yung ating circuit in case ng may fluctuation within our source or for this example is doon sa ating battery. So, paano po nagkakaroon ng energy transformation within our energy source? So, for example, here sa ating battery. So, yung battery natin is an example of chemical energy. So, once na na-connect na natin si battery doon sa ating circuit, fully connected na siya, meaning meron na tayong different resistors, meron na tayong capacitance if needed, yung ating battery would transform into electrical energy. And then, magkakaroon po tayo ng thermal energy because of the resistors. So, since nagre-resist siya ng flow ng electrons, so yung mga electrons natin or the electric charges natin is nagbabanggaan po sila because of that resistance. So, that collision produces heat energy or thermal energy po. So the energy source, it provides us the electromotive force which pushes yung charges natin through the circuit. So yung ating EMF, so mabalik tayo dun sa ating transformation of energy. So energy in a circuit, hindi siya nagdi-disappear. Ano nangyayari? It only transform to one form of energy to another. So So inside the battery, meron tayong chemical energy converted into electrical energy, and then the electrical energy is given to charges. And as charges moves through the resistor, they collide yung mga atoms natin. So because of this collision, yung electrical energy becomes heat energy. So this is called the Joule heating. So for example, when you're charging your phone, so yung charger natin becomes hot. So that is the energy being converted into heat. So ano po yung sequence from the battery up we have chemical energy, then electrical energy, and then we have thermal energy. So this follows the law of conservation of energy. So next is yung ating sources and users. So in a circuit, meron tayong sources and users. So in a simple circuit, yung ating source is the battery. So it increases the energy of charges. And then yung mga resistor natin, they are the ones that what we call the user. So it consumes the energy and converts it into heat, light, or motion, depending upon sa resistor natin. So if for example, we have a bulb, so yung electrical energy natin, it becomes light and heat energy. And if we connected yung fan natin in a circuit, what will happen doon sa ating electrical energy? So it becomes a mechanical energy. Nagkakaroon ng motion si fan, umiikot siya. So the battery gives the energy. Yung loads natin uses the energy. So now, let's talk about naman yung ating EMF. So ano po yung EMF natin? That is the electromotive force. So this is the total energy supplied by the battery per unit charge. Pero in reality, yung ating mga batteries, hindi natin kayang isupply yung buong laman ng batteries natin doon sa circuit. So they have internal resistance. So meaning, part of the energy is being wasted inside the battery itself. That that is why yung terminal voltage natin is lower than the electromotive force. So that is why yung formula natin for the terminal voltage is equals to the EMF minus the current times the internal resistance. Ito po yun. And then yung current naman depends on both of your internal resistance and external resistance. So this is current is equals to EMF all over the external resistance plus nung internal resistance natin. So, paano natin siya imagine? So, for example, meron tayong 12 volts of battery, but meron tayong internal resistance causes 1 volt loss. So the actual output ng battery natin is only 11 volts. So this is why yung old batteries natin become less effective. Next is the rate of transfer or the electrical power. So power tells us how fast energy is being used. So that is why yung formula natin for power is voltage times nung current natin. This one. So for example, we have 10 volts and then yung current natin is 2 amperes. So your power is actually equals to 20 watts. So this means the circuit uses 20 joules of energy every second. So higher power meaning faster energy consumption. That is why high power appliance katulad ng mga ref natin and air conditioning system consume more electricity. Next is the heat loss in a resistor. So, sabi natin kanina, resistors becomes hot because of the atom that is colliding inside those resistors. So as electrons move through the resistors, they hit atoms. So this collision produces heat. So the formula for that heat loss is P is equals to the current squared times nung resistance natin. Notice that yung current natin is naka-square. Meaning, if we have double the current, yung heat natin is 4 times greater. Meaning, mas mataas yung current natin, mas mataas yung overheating. So, this is very important para po sa mga engineering. Kasi we design and then paano pag nag-overheat yung dinesign natin. So, it can destroy components and machine that is costly sa part ng mga nagpo nagpapa-produce ng machine na yun. So, that is why engineers calculate for the power ratings carefully po. So, we have three equation when it comes to finding yung power natin. So, the first one is power is equals to voltage times the current. If yung voltage and current yung given natin, and then kapag naman ang given natin is current and resistance, your power is equals to the current squared times ng resistance natin. And then if we have voltage and resistance as your given, then yung formula natin is power is equals to voltage squared over the resistance. So, saan nyo usually napapakinggan si kilowatt hour? Si kilowatt hour is mostly appears on your electrical bill. So, electric companies uses kilowatt hour to measure the energy consumption. So, bakit po kaya? Bakit hindi watts yung ginagamit natin or ginagamit ni electric companies? Because of the cost natin. So, yung cost kasi is naka-rate siya, meaning naka-cost per hour siya. So, we need to have the kilowatt hour, then multiply natin siya dun sa rate natin to find kung magkano yung babayaran natin sa ating mga electric companies. So, the formula for the energy consumption is energy is equals to power times nung time natin. So, for example, if you use a 1 kilowatt appliance for 1 hour, and then meron kang na consumption or the energy consumption is 1 kilowatt hour. So, if you continuously use yung mga aircon natin that is approximately 2 kilowatts for 5 hours, and then yung magiging reading ng inyong tawag dito, metro is 10 kilowatt hour. Next is the power distribution naman po in a battery. So the total power from the battery is equals to the useful power plus the internal loss. Useful power goes to the resistor and then loss happen in the battery due to the internal resistance. So that is explains why batteries heat ups kapag ginagamit natin. So not all battery power reaches its load because of the internal resistance po natin. Okay po? So next is yung atin pong example. So let's read po this one. A circuit provides a maximum current of 20 amperes at an operating voltage of 1.2 times 10 squared volts, how many 75 watts bulbs can operate with this voltage source? And then B, at 0.12 per kilowatt hour, how much does it cost to operate these bulbs for 8 hours? So, paano natin malalaman kung ilan yung kailangan natin? So, that is the proportion natin for the power that is kayang i-provide nung circuit natin over the power consumption nung bulb natin. So, this is the power ni circuit over the power nung each bulb natin. So, paano natin kukunin si power nung ating circuit? We have current and voltage as your given. Ano po yung formula natin gagamitin? Ano po ang gagamitin nating formula for the circuit to get the power ng circuit natin? Di po maalala. Ayan. So, to get yung ating power ng ating circuit, meron tayong given na current dito and voltage po. So, the formula is current times nung voltage natin. So, the current is 20 amperes times nung voltage natin, which is 1.2 times 10 squared volts over the power ng ating bulb. Each bulb has 75 watts. So, the number of bulbs na kayang i-operate doon sa ating circuit is 32 bulbs. Next is at 0.12 per kilowatt hour, how much does it cost to operate these bulbs for 8 hours? So, paano po natin kukunin yon? So, sabi natin kanina that your energy consumption is equals to the power times nung time kung ilang oras natin siya i-consume. So, ano yung ating power? That is yung power ng ating circuit, 20 amperes times 1.2 times 10 squared volts. So, this is yung power natin times kung ilang oras natin siyang i-operate, which is 8 hours. So, ilan po yung energy consumption natin? So this one is naka-watts siya. And then this one is hour. So ang nakuha natin is 19200. This is in watt hour. Pero ano yung dapat na tawag dito? Unit natin for energy consumption, that is kilowatt hour. So we're going to convert yung watts natin to kilowatts. So 1 kilowatt over 1,000 watts. So we can cancel out watts, and then we have kilowatt hour as our unit. So this is 19.2 kilowatt hour. And then to find the cost, this is energy times nung ating rate. So the energy consumption is 19.2 kilowatt hour times nung rate natin, which is 0.12 per kilowatt hour. So makakancel si kilowatt hour, and then the cost is how much po? This one is in dollar. 2.304. So that is 2.31. Since kapag pera po ang pinag-uusapan natin, that is 2 decimal places po only. Next is series. Nasa series circuit na po tayo. So in series circuit, yung components natin are connected one after another. So there is only one path for the current. So meaning, yung current natin is same everywhere doon sa ating circuit. Ano lang yung nade-divide dito? So yung ating voltage is nade-divide because of those resistors or the component doon sa ating circuit. So the voltage is being divided and yung total resistance natin is i-add lang natin. So for this example, meron tayong tatlong resistance or resistors. So for example, the resistor 1 has 2 ohms, the resistor 2 has 3 ohms, and the resistor 3 is also 2 ohms. So what is the total resistance nung tatlong resistors natin? So i-add natin siya, that's 2 plus 3 plus 2, and we have the total resistance as 7 ohms. So higher resistance meaning smaller current. Ano po? So kaya po yung ating mga Christmas light is naka-series connection para mas maliit yung current na nagfo-flow doon po sa ating mga Christmas lights. So next is let's answer po this question. So four resistors are arranged as shown in the figure. Find the equivalent resistance of the circuit and this current in the circuit if the EMF of the battery is 6 volts. So ano po yung una nating hinahanap? The equivalent resistance. So paano natin kinukuha si equivalent resistance? That is the total resistance doon sa ating circuit. So we have four resistors. So meaning this is R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So, ano po yung equivalent resistance natin? So, yung resistance for your resistor 1 is 2 ohms plus 4 ohms plus 5 ohms plus 7 ohms. So, ano yung total or the equivalent resistance natin? That is 18 ohms. And then next is the current in the circuit if the EMF or the electromotive uh, force of the battery is 6 volts. So, paano natin kukunin yon? So, ang tinatanong is the current. So, ano yung formula ng ating current? That is, yung sa triangle natin, this is voltage, the current, and the resistance. So, the formula for your current is voltage over the resistance. So, this is 6 volts over nung ating equivalent resistance, which is 18 ohms. So, ano yung current natin for this circuit? So, this is 0.3333 amperes. Next is yung ating parallel circuit. So, kapag parallel circuit naman, there are multiple paths as shown here from meron tayong multiple paths. So, meaning nagba-branch out yung ating mga wires or the paths. So, kung kanina, yung ating voltage yung nagde-divide. So, for this one, oh, ay yung current po yung nagde-divide. So, for this one, voltage is the same across each branch. And then yung current naman, yung nagde-divide. Wait lang, nalito na ako sa sarili ko. So, kanina, yung series natin, ang yung current is same everywhere. And then, yung voltage naman yung nagde-divide. Baliktad kasi sila, opposite. So, parallel naman, voltage is the same across each branch and the current naman yung nagde-divide among those branches. Okay po? So, paano naman natin kinukuha yung equivalent resistance for this one? So, we have 1 over 1 over the equivalent resistance is equals to 1 over resistor 1 plus 1 over resistor 2 plus 1 over resistor 3 and so on. So, ganyan po yung pattern when it comes to parallel circuit. So, the equivalent resistance decreases. So, kaya po, yung ating sa mga bahay natin, yung wirings natin uses parallel connection. So, if one appliance fails or nasira siya, so other will still work. Ano po, this one is a big advantage nung ating mga parallel circuit. So, let's answer po this question. So, we have three resistors are connected in a parallel as shown in the figure. A potential difference of 18 volts is maintained between points A and B. Find the current in each resistor. Calculate the power delivered to each resistor and the total power. Find the equivalent resistance of the circuit. And then lastly, find the total power delivered to the equivalent resistance. So, ano yung una nating hahanapin? We have the find the current in each resistor daw po. So, ano yung formula in getting the current? We have the voltage over the resistance. So for the first resistor, so for this one, yung ating current would be current 1 is equals to the voltage over the resistance at 1. So this is, ano yung voltage natin? We have 18 volts over nung resistance natin for the resistor 1, which is 3 ohms. So ano yung current natin for the resistor 1? That is 6 ampere. Then for the next one, so current 2 is equals to the voltage over the resistance 2. So this is 18 volts over 6 ohms. So ano yung current natin for the second one? So that is 3 amperes. Then for the third one, so this is voltage over the resistance. So this is 18 volts over 2 ampere. 2 ampere tuloy. Type ko yun ng type ng 2. Nalito tuloy ako. This is 9 ohms. So this is 2 ampere. Makikita ko sa screen ko kasi puro 2. So next naman is calculate daw po the power delivered to each resistor and the total power. So paano natin kinukuha si power if ang given po is current and the resistance? Ano yung formula natin? We have power is equals to the current squared times nung resistance natin. So for the power nung first resistor, this is P1 is equals to the current at first resistor squared times nung resistance natin at the first one. So for the power ni 3 ohms, this is, ano yung current one natin? 6 ampere squared times the resistance natin for 1, which is 3 ohms. Ano yung power natin at 1? So that is 108 watts. And then for the second one, this is I2 squared R2 is equals to 3 ampere squared times 6 ohms. Ilan po ang power natin for the second one? That is 54 watts. Huwag kakalimutan ang watts. And then for the third one, this is I3 squared R3. So this is 2 ampere squared times 9 ohms. So this is 36 watts. So power 1 is 108 watts, power 2 is 54 watts, and power 3 is 36 watts. So meron na tayo for the power on each resistor, and then the next one is the total power. So the total power is P1 plus P2 plus P3. So this is 108 plus 54 watts plus 36 watts. So the total power po is 198 watts. Then lastly, find the equivalent, hindi pa pala last, may di pa pala. So find the equivalent resistance of the circuit or the equivalent resistance. Ano yung ating formula for that one? That is 1 over equivalent resistance. So we have 3 resistors. So this is 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So the equivalent resistance is equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3 raised to negative 1. Ano yung resistance natin for the first one? That is 3 ohms plus 1 over 6 ohms plus 1 over 9 ohms. Ano yung ating equivalent resistance po? Ano ang tunay? Nag-iba-iba na naman kayo ng sagot. So the answer is 1.63636. Ano po? So para-check po ako ng mga iba yung answer. So this is 1.6. So this is 1.63636. This is in ohms. Next is find the total power delivered to the equivalent resistance. So, paano naman po natin kukunin si power dito? So, we're going to use yung ating voltage nung ating circuit. And then, the total or the equivalent resistance natin. So, we have the formula for the power, which is P is equals to the voltage squared over the equivalent resistance. So, this is 18 volts squared over the 1.6363363 ohms. So, ano yung power natin? Total power. Ano yung total power po natin? So, the answer is 198.0000077 ampere. So, mapapansin po ninyo is that meron tayong discrepancy with the total power na nakuha natin dito and then the total power doon sa ating resistance. Meaning po nun, yung battery natin is hindi siya 100% na napoproduce niya yung power na yun doon sa ating circuit. Okay po? So next is, ito is just the comparison between the series and the parallel. So yung current behavior natin, same across all the components, and for the parallel naman is nagde-divide siya. And then sa series, yung voltage natin is nagde-divide, and then for the parallel, siya is the same. Yes po, ZJ.
Ma'am, clarify ko lang po.
Yeah, may katabi. Wait lang, nag-aano ang iyong mic.
Ma'am, ano po yung unit nung ano po sa
Ilan po?
final answer po natin? Watts po ba or
Ay, watts po.
ampere?
Sorry, ba't ka man ampere yan? Watts po. Tama.
Ay, mali.
Bukas pa eh.
Thank you,
Nakasaw
ma'am.
ng bahing. Okay po. So, sa pagkuha naman ng equivalent resistance, sa series, ina-add up lang natin. And then, sa ating parallel naman is naka-inverse po siya. And then this one is just the summary nung discussion po natin for today. So may question po about sa discussion po for today about sa circuits. May clarification po. Then po bukas is hindi po tayo magpe-face to face. Gagawa na po tayo ng laboratory experiment po natin, which is simulation po ano. Kaya hindi ko na po kayo ipag-face to face pa. So, kung wala na pong question, may question po, ayan, si Clint. So, kung wala ng question, you can leave na po our meeting. Thank you po for attending our class. Have a nice day po.